out there. The other thing is, I don't know if you've seen it, Pepper, but did you see the trick play on YouTube? The trick play with the little kid?
No, I haven't, no.
Just do it in your room just for yourself so you know what I'm talking about. If you go to YouTube and search fake football play Corpus Christi, okay? This is the new viral video, and we wouldn't talk about all viral videos, but this one's about sports. So watch that clip, because what happens is the quarterback, it's middle school football, by the way. It's not like high school. And the quarterback, the coach starts screaming at the quarterback. So then the quarterback starts, kind of like talking to the coach and pretending that he's confused. The center then nonchalantly just hands the quarterback, doesn't even snap it through his legs, hands it to him, hands the quarterback the football. The other guys on the offensive line, the receivers for the offensive team, don't move at all. The quarterback then walks over the offensive line, past the defensive line, and about 5 yards, then books it for the end zone. Just starts running for the end zone and gets a touchdown. It's one of the oddest trick plays you'll ever see in your entire life. And here's the problem I have. Everybody is praising this as the greatest thing. Okay. If this happens in the pros, if it happens in college, maybe even high school, but in middle school?
Yeah, that's...
You're going to be a head coach and pull that type of nonsense? You're trying to fool 12-year-olds and 13 and 14-year-olds?
He must feel like a big man.
I mean, it's ridiculous. And, again, sports media coverage, sleep at the wheel, or either that or they just all have the same opinion. Because every single person on SportsCenter, I saw it on CNN, and I said, this was so great. Look at this play. This is so creative. No, it's not. You don't trick children. You're not going to win any championships that are going to mean anything at the middle school level. When you're doing that, I think you should be, it's about teaching the kids the sport of football.
Need more gadget plays in those middle school games you're talking about.
That was ridiculous. It was ridiculous that the coach would even spend time, putting that into his offense. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're just going to walk real lazily, and we'll confuse the heck out of the other team because they won't know what's going on.
Because they're dumb 12-year-olds.
Yeah.
They don't know the game.
We're going to call this play the Wade Phillips. When we say, hey, Wade Phillips on 2. That's what we mean. Now, the other thing about it that distresses me, and again, the news, the sports media, they don't even talk about it, is the only reason this kid didn't get absolutely killed is because the defensive team had good sportsmanship. Because they know, well, that's not supposed to happen in football. The center doesn't, just hand it to the quarterback, doesn't even snap it through his legs, just hand it nonchalantly. The offensive line doesn't do anything. So because the offensive line didn't even move or block, the defensive line, they said, well, we're not going to hit a defenseless kid. But they had every right to hit a defenseless kid, but they didn't because they understand the sportsmanship. They understand how the game is supposed to be played. So you don't do that at the middle school level. You do it on the pros, I'll clap, I'll give you a little, woo! The Dan Marino fake play. You do chintzy stuff like that, that's fine. And I'll say even on the college level, high school problem, I may even have a bit of a problem with this. And I'm certainly going to have at the middle school level. What are we going to see next to Fumble Rooski and Pop Warner? Play the game! Folks, we're going to head to break now. Pepper's going to choose a song of his choosing. And he's going to make a good choice. Why not? Because, he doesn't have 90% of his iPod filled up by the Pixies. We are going to break. That means absolutely nothing because this is all on one track. But we do it because we're hopping mad about this gadget play. We'll be right back. Keep it here. It's the Davey Mack Sports Program.